Life Audio.
Today I'll talk about that. John has extreme generator FOMO as the big winter storm approaches and hopes his robot bed doesn't become self-aware. Meanwhile, I get bougie in the movie theater and tell you about the time 2 nuclear bombs were accidentally dropped on North Carolina. Plus a conversation about life, death, and the legacy we hope to leave in between. Today's episode is not sponsored by snow skiing, the most thrilling and expensive way to break your leg.
Jonnie, there's a cold front moving in, but not here in the studio. Let's talk about that. Bringing the heat yet again.
Hot. I don't believe that. You know, we're getting ready to have record weather here.
It's bad. They're calling for 14 inches in Tennessee.
Has that ever happened?
I'm sure, but
I mean, yeah, ever. But I'm saying,
this is a full-blown existential crisis for us down here in the South.
In your lifetime, I think we got 7 or 8 inches a few years ago, and it was wild.
They're talking about this maybe being like akin to do you remember the blizzard of 1993? The ice storm?
Was it here in Nashville?
Yeah.
No.
Did it not happen in Knoxville?
I think we got some in 93. The blizzard I remember was 87.
Oh.
We got a foot in 87, a foot of snow in April.
Oh, wow.
It was April 12th, and I had a Polaroid forever. We built a snow fort, and it was 1987. It was a foot of snow. And that was in Knoxville, But here in Nashville, yeah, there was a blizzard of 93 because I remember people had T-shirts forever that said, I survived the blizzard of 93.
It's a big deal because all the electricity went out. It froze all the power lines and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was like a major...
That's the fear of that much snow is like, yeah, we don't have the infrastructure.
Do you own a
generator?
Yeah.
No, I'm not that guy. Although I'm getting there. Like you see these, for Patriots and all that, which they probably are advertising on the show now, who knows, but I used to think of them as like crackpots or whatever, like, come on, guys. But now I'm like listening, like, do I need to get a solar?
It's a nice solar.
It's like if everybody's going to go crazy and be whatever deeply entrenched in their thing, and then the world's going to, like if you go, well, I don't want to be the only one without a generator.
Yeah, it's a lot of FOMO for me about the generator, yeah.
Are you that way about guns too? They're like, if everybody's going to have a gun, I should get
What are you going to?
If they need a gun, I need a bazooka. Is that how you feel?
I did get my lifetime carry permit this last week.
Okay.
So now I can carry a gun for life, even though in Tennessee, anybody can carry a gun.
Yeah.
You could carry a gun in here in my office right now, and it's not against the law.
How do you know I don't have a gun now?
How do you know I don't have a gun on you right now underneath this table?
What?
I don't. That'd be weird. What if the pastor keeps a gun pointed at the people across his table underneath? It's like, you sure that's the right answer? Yeah.
That's weird. It's a weird counseling session.
Yeah. No, I think the snow. So I'm supposed to be. I actually want to say this. So the guy. I want to tell some stories later, maybe. But the guy that's been like my grandfather in publishing, Mr. Robert Wolgemuth, Dr. Robert Wolgemuth.
He's your publishing grandfather.
My
Just
writing,
a weird
like
title.
the guy that got me into.
He's a mentor.
He's a mentor,
professional mentor,
like a grandfather.
Yeah.
He passed away.
Yeah.
It's very sad, and he's a legend in
so
the
beloved.
industry.
Like I've read so many things online about him. He's so beloved, and so now the memorial's coming up, and they just picked the weekend of all weekends in South Bend.
It's
no
in
less.
South Bend, Indiana, and I'm supposed to fly out there. My flight on Friday morning out of Nashville is 5:30 a.m. The flight, Johnny.
They're used to snow there, though.
They are getting in. I could get in. I'm pretty certain.
But you got to get out.
I'm supposed to then be in Atlanta for a volleyball tournament the next day.
Yeah. And then Sadie's got a volleyball tournament too.
Yeah, I can barely fit into the shorts anymore. But I'm telling you, like, I'm worried I won't get out when the snow hits. And then if I get into Atlanta, I need to be able to drive my family home from there, and they're expecting freezing rain all the way down that far south. So I'm not sure how all of the travel is going to go.
Because you got to go over Mont Eagle. You got to get back that way. It's Snow-mageddon. Not good. It's one of those, too, like if you stay put. Do you have a generator?
No. My wife
all
was
that
like,
stuff kept happening. You were losing all that power every year. You're like, I'm getting a generator.
I borrowed someone's generator for a while, for like over a year.
Yeah.
And then I had to give it back.
These people that you borrow generators from, they want to.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. You're like, this isn't keepsies?
No, I need one. I really would be the guy that would, if ever there was a financial moment to do so, which that moment has not made itself available.
What does a generator cost? $5-6 grand? What are they?
A generator? Well, no, if you want like the Generac that does the whole
not
house.
the ones that save it into your
Yes, that's what I want.
panel. I'm talking about just like put gas in it. It'll run some
like
stuff.
$600, $500.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you want one that runs your whole house, you probably need
it's
to
like
spend
$7,000.
Yeah.
I want the one that, everything, with a guy down the street.
Okay.
And every time all electricity goes out, you can hear it running, and you can look out and like a beacon of light.
Yeah.
The whole neighborhood's dark, and this one guy's house is lit up like the 4th of July. He's just in there just
You're just peering into they're having Thanksgiving dinner.
He's just sitting out on his deck, just drinking mint juleps.
Smoking a cig.
Just like, what are you doing, fools? I couldn't believe the guy said all that.
Yeah.
Actually, it's really nice. He probably would invite us over if we needed help, but...
See if you can just run a cable over. Run an extension
that'd be
cord.
Fun. Just go to like the outside of his house and find a
People
plug.
used to steal. Did your family ever, were your family ever guilty of stealing a little cable from the neighbors? You ever do that?
Well,
we
were
cables.
between two churches.
So it wouldn't have worked?
Yeah.
The church stole from y'all.
Wow, were you?
No, but I remember running it.
Your hesitancy says.
No, but I remember we would have like cable, and then you wouldn't want to hire the cable guy to come out and like run it room to room to room. So we just had cables running all over the house with these little adapters. So by the time it gets to my room, it's like it weakens it somehow. Like coax is not.
No. Coax.
Remember coax?
I do.
Now it's all Ethernet and Cat5 and
fiber.
Cat 7. Ugh, I don't know what they have.
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, but
those were the days.
I stole. But yeah, I mean, they would, and then they'd scramble all the channels, the pay channels that you couldn't get. You'd see.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I want to watch Back to the Future, but you can't.
You can't. You can't go Back to the Future.
No, you really can't.
I tried to. We were home for the Martin Luther King weekend, the long weekend, and which is rare. We usually play volleyball, but we didn't have a tournament that weekend. And Sadie was like, you want to watch some TV? And she was like, yeah. I was like, ooh, this could be, because I have this list of movies I want her to watch before she graduates.
Okay.
We've only done one of them, which was Forrest Gump.
You made your daughter watch Forrest Gump?
She loved it.
Did she?
Yeah, she really got into it.
Did she understand that when they put Forrest down these history moments, did she recognize any of those moments, or was she like, oh, he shook hands with the president?
She's kind of a history nerd a little bit, in a good way, like her dad.
Yeah.
She does. She loves history.
That's cool.
But I would stop it and go, okay, just so you know what the Watergate.
Oh, no. You stopped the movie and did all these teachable moments?
No, not a bunch. But like she'll ask. She'll be like, oh, what was, okay, what exactly?
Watching a movie with you's got to be exhausting.
Oh, everyone loves it.
There are friends who I go to movies with. It's been a while because, movies have become less of a thing as far as going to movies in the theaters. It's so expensive now. That's part of it. And everything just comes out on streaming. But I have friends who you go, I love this person, and they're not the best movie person because they're just so big in the, you know what I'm saying? Like they have a big personality. They laugh way too much for, like we're in public.
You would never, Jonnie is a comedian, would never want people who laugh real big.
Well, or they have like
You disgust me.
Okay, so I'll give you an example.
Okay.
My brother who I love, I used to always get mad at him because he doesn't have an inside voice.
Yeah.
So he'd be like, you still have those junior mints? You're like, we're in a room of people. Hey, can I get some of that? You're like, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, why'd that guy kill that guy? You're like, hey.
That's my dad. My dad.
We whisper. We're in public.
Like, that's not real blood or whatever. Like, just say it real loud. Yeah.
But I think I got to him because like we watched a movie the other day over the holiday, and we went to the movies. We saw the new Running Man. Mm-hmm. Which is very well. It's very well made. It's a very good adaptation of the Running Man. You don't miss Arnold at all.
Really?
Yeah, you don't miss him. But I noticed. I was like, oh, he's not. He's toned it down.
Okay.
So listen. And I'm not acting like I'm the standard of behavior in movie theaters.
No.
I'm definitely not. Although, I won't go to movies anymore unless they have recliners. I got my standards. I want it to feel like my living room.
It's very bougie.
It needs to, like when I eat at the restaurant, I go, where's the booth? Because I want to eat on a couch.
I laid down on the couch today in Cheddar's. We got the big booth.
Yeah.
I could have laid all the way down. Mm-hmm. I could have taken a nap, come back for supper, just be right there.
It was. Yeah. I need supple leather seats
to have my meal.
Don't put me in a hard back chair. Get out of here.
Walk me to the middle. Like
I don't want anything
around.
that promotes good posture.
No.
I don't want.
Sit at the table like a peasant. I want to sit at the booth like a king.
So if I'm at your movie theater, I want recliner seats. I was in a movie theater. I may have told you this on the podcast, but this thing had heaters in the seats.
Wow. Did it have like a massager too?
They'll probably make ones with, this one didn't have massagers, but heated seats? Are you kidding me?
Man.
Fall right asleep.
Then
they get to charge you again.
You know, we have a heated bed.
Yeah.
And cooled bed.
Oh, that's right. You got the fan thing,
Well, no, it's water.
Oh, okay.
So it's called 8 Sleep, not a sponsor, but I wish they were. It's actually really, really cool.
Because then you get, you've already bought your thing.
It's these
It would be one, I would get one.
There's these water capillaries that go through, and it's got a little tank there. And
Sure.
And it's smart. So, like, it'll do it on a schedule.
You think it's smart. This thing's going to cook you alive one night. You're trusting your whole world to this robot.
You feel like, I'll put it on 10, you feel like you're getting into a dry, warm bath. Like, you're just like, oh, it feels so. And I'll fall asleep every night when it's that warm. And if you get hot, you just turn it to -10.
But how do you? But if you're asleep and this thing decides to just crank it up,
no, you can set the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really, like Laura will wake up real hot over the years. You know, this actually keeps her cool. Like you can put it on -2.
I'm just saying, once this system perceives you as a threat,
that's true. Once it's become self-aware, there's no telling what can happen. That'd be a weird way.
Like a human is laying on top of me every night, and I'm sick to death.
I'm tired of it.
It's time to make you into a burrito.
Also, I'd like to take over this world.
It'd be tricky for
a bed,
capillary bed system.
You know, by the way, I had a fiction idea the other day.
Yeah.
Should I even say it?
No, because people steal your ideas.
You think so?
Although we've promoted a ton of stuff that we've thought up book ideas and movie ideas, and we never made them. So if you feel like it's something that's not worth making, then sure, share away.
No, I'll just hold.
Just know that AI is listening to all of us.
Is it? Yeah, it's...
And to that end, John, I think it's time we hear a word from a few of our fine sponsors.
And we're back. I like to jump pretty quickly.
Oh.
Into...
Because you got volleyball to get to.
Yeah. Oh, before I do, though, I just want to say, I do, Robert Wolgemuth, 77 when he passed. And so, interestingly enough, I'd written one book. Well, I'd written 7 books, unpublished. And I finally had my first collaboration with Reggie Dabbs.
Yeah.
And we, against all odds, got a book deal with Thomas Nelson. And I went through the whole process of negotiating contracts, learning how to work with the editors, all this stuff. It was a real trial by fire. Like, I was so excited, and also it was really hard to go through.
You're thrown in the deep end of the pool,
with nobody to represent you or anything, you know. And I had one agent, and it did not go well. Did not go well. And
you want to say his name?
I would love to, but I won't. Yeah. If you were doing it, you would. You'd say their name.
I would. I name and shame every now and again, but
no. And so the story involves you.
Oh.
And so you were beginning to go out with Tim Hawkins, the comedian.
That's right.
And Jonnie, if you guys don't know this about Jonnie, he never hoards opportunities. He's a real, like if he's going somewhere, he tries to take as many people with him. It's one of your greatest attributes. I mean, I don't mean if you could blush or something.
Oh, that's very nice.
He's very unselfish about those things. He never like, this is mine. Like he just doesn't. So
I hoard possessions.
Yes. And money. I mean, he
and
likes
vegetables.
It's weird. Yeah. But Jonnie was like, dude, you got to do Tim's book. And I was like, that'd be great. And so you set us up a meeting. Mm-hmm. We went to Ted's Montana Grill.
That's right.
After church one day. And so I met you and Tim, and we hit it off. Tim and I hit it off, and he was like, yeah, let's do it. I met his brother, who was his manager at the time, and Todd and I hit it off, and everybody's great. I was like, let's go. And so I got the book verbally. Yeah. And then they come to me, and they say, look, there's this literary agent who's been trying to sell us for like 7 years.
Right, that Tim should do a book. He's a big Tim fan.
Yeah.
And he's one of the biggest Christian publishers in the world.
Well, yeah, agents, yeah.
Agents in the
world. And I was like, man, dude, I was like, no, don't do it, because I had a bad agent experience. I was like, you don't need an agent. I can get you to Thomas Nelson. You don't have to pay them 15%. Like, I got all these things.
Right.
Because I just knew, here we go again. And so they're like, we're at least going to go have a lunch with him. I was like, oh, great. So they went to lunch with him, I think in California or something, near a show that he was doing. And they called me back like that same day, and the manager was like, okay, listen, the guy sold us. He's the new quarterback.
Right.
We hope that you're the writer, but he'll get to decide. I'm sorry. I was like, oh, you're kidding me. Like, so we want you to set up a call with them and the whole thing.
Right. So you told me this and I was like, well, that was it.
It's over.
Yeah.
They'll go get a professional.
Yeah, they'll go get a guy who's done 1 million books.
Yeah. And so I remember having like this sort of spirit whisper moment where I was getting upset and I heard this little whisper like, just wait. Let's just see what happens. Don't freak out.
I think that was me.
I think it was Jonnie saying, yeah. And so that phone call, it was here in this building, was upstairs in the conference room. And that phone call with a guy named Robert Wolgemuth was the most important phone call of my entire writing career to date, maybe ever. And so he just loved me from the beginning. And he told me, and this is how I loved about him, he was like, hey, I get it. I just want you to know I get it. We've been after this guy for 7 years. You're the one that got him to be willing to write a book. Yeah. So we hope you're the guy. We're going to do everything we can in our power to help you be the guy. He was like, now look, you got to be able to write. He goes, I've never read anything. I don't know if you can write or not, but we're going to give you the shot. We're not trying to take it away from you. Yeah. He was great. It was so great. And so I wrote the first sample and I sent it to Robert, emailed it one night late. And you guys got to realize that Tim Hawkins' book is called Diary of a Jackwagon, and it is complete stupidity.
Right. Like, a lot of it's based on his material.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was just the most abstract, weird stuff you can come up with. And so the first sample, it's like I'm just writing. It's like I'm pulling fingers over here and stuff. Like I'm putting everything I got out there. That it feels very vulnerable. Yeah. To try to impress somebody with your writing, saying the stupidest things possible. And so I did it. I sent it off, and I'll never forget. Like 5:30 a.m., I get this email from Robert Wolgemuth, and he says, "Hey, I'm a writer," because the dude's written a bunch of best-selling books. He goes, "I'm a writer too. I know what it's like to throw that grenade over the wall when you send your first sort of submission and you're just waiting. You're just waiting to hear what happens." He goes, "I just want you to know my wife and I are sitting up in bed laughing hysterically. Well done. We'll talk. Everything's good." He gave me this peace and assurance. Right. And he ended up signing me as a writer and as an author. And so, man, he would bring me so many things. And I will never forget, Jonnie. We would be together on trips or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he was it was like a grandfather. And I remember I did Tyler Trent's book, and when he passed away, we were at the funeral, and we were in Indianapolis together. And he just had this he sat by me the whole funeral, and he'd reach over and kind of squeeze my knee like my grandfather would. He's like, "Hey, I'm proud of you, son." It was a real, you did so well on this, and you honored his life so well, and just across the board. And we get on a call, he would say, and this is a little embarrassing, but he would say, "Hey, everybody on the calls, I want you to know, I'm the president of the John Driver fan club." Look, he said it once. He said it a dozen times. Oh, yeah. He just believed in me. And it was so empowering. And I'm really sad that Robert's passed. I mean, such a blessing. And I'm still with their agency. Austin Wilson is my agent, who's a younger guy. We've been friends now for a long, long time. But Robert was the one that brought me in. And so just grateful for his legacy. And if that's my little story, I mean, there's thousands of stories about who this life has touched. And so anyway, I just wish the best of the family. And he was 77 and lived a great life and did a lot of good for the kingdom. But rest in peace, Robert Wolgemuth.
Yeah, man. I love stuff like that. Yeah, when somebody dies in Jewish culture, there's a thing that people say that I always love, and it's, "May their memory be a blessing."
Yeah, that's good.
And Marty, my buddy, one of my best friends in comedy, he had a friend who was this, evidently, he was just this quiet guy. He was a business guy. I don't know how Marty knew him. Oh, Marty knew him because Marty coached at this private Christian school. Yeah. And, they pay you nothing. Yeah. And Marty's just doing this for peanuts. And so he was going to have to leave. He was making $19,000 a year or something. And so this guy found out and Marty was coaching maybe one of his kids or something. And he was just like, what are you leaving for? And he was like, "I got to go do this." And the guy was like, "I'll pay you whatever it would be in the open market to get you. I'll make up the difference." Wow. And so he did it for years. And so that guy passed, I think he died of cancer. But at the funeral, Marty said that one of the guys that got up and spoke and said, "How many people in this room have ever gotten a financial gift out of nowhere from this person?" I can't remember his name. He goes, "You know what? I'll just say more than $500. And John, he said dozens of people stood up. Wow. It was crazy. Yeah. They didn't know each other. Yeah. He was just that kind of person. He was always intervening and always helping and and never drawing attention to it. I don't know. There's something about that. And I love that. And everybody, and it's not about money, but everybody can give of themselves in some way. And that's what you hope when you die. You hope, I just hope my memory is a blessing to people.
Yeah.
Hope that I put more good into the world.
Yeah, absolutely. No, Robert certainly did. And man,
that's good stuff.
He'll be missed. Hey, Jonnie, it's time for my segment, though.
Let's do it.
Yeah, they talked about that. This is attributed, Jonnie.
Okay.
So, there's a chance he didn't really say
an attribution.
To George Christoph Lichtenberg.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a name right there.
Yeah, we're talking 1700s German physicist, satirist, and aphorist.
They had satirists in the 1700s?
Yeah,
people out here satirizing things?
Yeah, so consider one of the finest writers of aphorisms in Western intellectual history.
All right. Yeah. I'm top 10, just to be honest.
Whether he said this or not, I'm not sure. So if he didn't, I'm going to take it for myself.
All right,
moving forward. He says, I think this is great for like New Year's. Everyone is a genius at least once a year. The real geniuses simply have their bright ideas closer together.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah, I like this idea of whatever we think genius is. I'm that guy. I had some idea the other day. Like, man, we could go make a product right now that would do this. And those ideas don't come together close enough for me to do anything with it.
Or like one that builds on the other, and then you refine the idea.
Right. So I like the idea that there is a way. I mean, I think what I want in life is to be somebody who's prolific enough to see my ideas come closer together.
Yeah.
Creativity is a funny thing you can't just conjure, right? And you and I talk about that all the time, the whole quality versus quantity idea. Can you consistently produce something that you do it long enough? And I know we referenced that study that the real creatives are the one that they do it so consistently they're not expecting it all to be good, but it over time produces that. But the idea that your ideas can be closer together, and I think not just creatively, I think the real geniuses are the ones who are just engaging life more consistently. Like I'm engaging in my craft, or I'm engaging in my work in a way that I expect good things to happen back to back, as opposed to just sitting around waiting for the one good idea.
I'm just waiting on the one from you. I just need one. Can you give me one good idea?
I know.
And then we'll talk about stacking.
You're right. I got to get one under my belt first.
I'm kidding around. You got a lot of good ideas. John, let's do my segment. Let's do some old jokes today. Yeah. We call it Joke About That. John, a tourist is picked up by a cabbie in New York on a dark night. Passenger taps the driver on the shoulder to ask him something. The driver screams, loses control of the car, nearly hits a bus, drives up the sidewalk, and stops inches from a shop window. For a second, everything went quiet in the cab. Then the driver says, "Look, friend, don't ever do that again. You scared the daylights out of me." The passenger apologizes, says he didn't realize that a little tap could scare him so much. The driver, after gathering himself together, says, "Sorry, it's not really your fault. Today's my first day as a cab driver. I've been driving hearses for the last 25 years.
Yeah.
John, my wife asked me to pass her the lip balm. I accidentally gave her a tube of super glue. She still isn't talking to me. And finally, John, an Army commander is briefing a paratrooper before a mission. Once you hit the right altitude, you pull this handle, that opens your main parachute. If it doesn't deploy, pull this one for the reserve. In the unlikely event that the reserve fails too, you reach all the way back and yank this cord. That's the emergency reserve. Then he points at a map. You land right here under that tree. There will be a motorcycle. You hop on, ride to the rendezvous point. Our people on the ground will meet you. The paratrooper nods, salutes, jumps. He pulls the main chute, nothing. Pulls the reserve, nothing. He reaches back, yanks the emergency cord, nothing. As he plummets toward the ground, he sighs and mutters, "Let me guess, the motorcycle's probably not going to start either, is it?" These poor dead paratroopers.
Oh, my goodness.
Our heart goes out to them. John, let's do This Week in History. We call it Talk About Then. John, this week, 1980, U.S. President Jimmy Carter announced that the U.S. would boycott the Moscow Summer Olympics in response to the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. Now, how old were you?
What year?
1980.
I was, one.
You were 1 year old.
Yeah.
But have you seen anything about this? Because it's interesting when, politics, because it's, we're all coming together as countries, but politics play a role. If some of these countries are at war or there's some sanctions happening, these countries just play politics and they go, we're not sending our athletes. It had happened a few times in our lifetime. 84 is the biggest example when the Soviet bloc countries boycotted the 84 Olympics. And it's literally, they've done documentaries about it. There was a documentary when I was a kid called 16 Days of Glory, and it was about all the U.S. gold. Well, a lot of those golds were because they were in sports that Soviet countries usually dominated us in. But now we had this wide berth to do whatever. So you had Carl Lewis, you had all these guys. Now, we had great athletes, but you don't know. It's not a very level playing field when you had like every Soviet country boycott.
You take the other major world superpower out.
Yeah. Right. And so we boycotted in 80 because of the war in Afghanistan. And there are a few stories about that. I can't remember exactly. There was somebody who, I can't remember if it was Randy Savage, the wrestler. I can't remember. There was somebody who was going to go represent the country and like their whole Olympic, because you train for 4 years in total obscurity for this moment. And then the president goes, we're not going. And then you go, are you kidding me? I mean, as an athlete, it's got to be wild.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know that's happened, and there's reasons behind all this stuff, and I get it, but it's got to be strange. The idea of Olympic athletes, it's such a cool thing, and that's when you really feel that. Because you're like, I'm a patriotic person, but I also think borders are kind of arbitrary in some ways. We're learning a lot about that now. But it's like this idea that like, when that comes along, you find yourself being like, we are the greatest country. You're rooting for them so hard. And, but I weep for, like, you see these stories, they do all these backstories on all these athletes. It doesn't matter if it's from Belarus. Yeah. You're still like, it's still a great story.
No, I love it. I love again, the sacrifice is hard to, I think, express the fullness of it. Like you said, the amount
I think
of
it's
time.
so great that it still happens in the age of social media. You still have people who are willing to be like, I'm going to go do this out of love for my country or love for this, whatever this thing is, even though I'll be lucky if this ever makes me a dime. It's just about this moment. And then you got to show up and go up. You got to do it. Yeah. When the lights are brightest. It's such a strange thing. Now we have Winter Olympics coming up. Are you a big Winter Olympics person?
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. I'm not a big hockey person, and I know that. Yeah. I'm sure that's offensive to a lot of people.
They need to make those goals worth 7. I think that would do it.
Yeah. Or, I don't know, man.
It's hard to follow that puck.
It is, and we're very,
we sound dumb saying this. People love their hockey.
They do.
These hockey people.
I'm not opposed to it. I don't
know. Speaking of winter, John, and speaking of what we're getting ready to go through here with the Snow-mageddon, the lowest recorded temperature in the continental U.S. happened this week, 1954. It was in Rogers Pass, Montana, which dipped to a negative 69.7 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
Almost 70 degrees below zero.
Wow.
That's
getting...
Even at they showed the playoff game in New England or whatever, and people are going out and the Rams were playing. Mm-hmm. Wasn't the Rams? No, the Rams play. I can't remember who the Rams played. Who did the Rams play? Anyway, they're playing in cold, and the whole talk was like, can they come here and win a game in the cold? The Bears. So they're playing in Chicago. It was like 9 degrees or whatever. Yeah. And people are and they have short sleeves on, and I'm thinking, that's a thing where you could get frostbite, right? Wouldn't you think? They kept bringing coats out. And during the timeouts, they were bringing those gigantic coats out and draping them over the players.
They all look like the Walter Payton Man of the Year thing. Yeah. Now, I remember, was it Cochran? Was that his name? The coach for the Giants years ago?
Tom Cochran.
And he was an older guy, and I swear to you, he had frostbite on his face.
Oh, yeah. He had the reddest.
Like his cheeks.
It
was like, oh, my God.
Good.
I mean, you could just like, dude, cover up, man.
Well, and it won't be long. All these places are going to build domes, and then we're just not going to have. Yeah. Like they had that great NFL film shot of the throw in New England where you see the snow and they perfectly followed the ball without it losing focus, and it lands in the arms of the guy in the end zone. I was like, this is like a shot for the ages. It'll all go away soon. Like all these places, even Tennessee, we don't have that cold of a winter. We're building a dome. Yeah. We're building a controlled environment because it makes a better experience for your fans, but also you take
for a Super Bowl too. Yeah.
Well, and you take away that experience of like that home field advantage of like, don't come up here,
don't come to Green Bay.
You better be ready for what we got. So you wonder. But although when we saw that Tennessee Vols season opener, in the controlled.
It was pretty awesome.
The Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It's pretty good.
We were living it up.
That was pretty good. 70 degrees. You're just like, this is nice.
It was real nice.
Yeah, but our heart goes out to the people of Rogers Pass, Montana. Hopefully it'll be warmer there, but we're getting ready to have a little... We're going to rival Montana. John, this week, 1961, I did not know this story, and I want to see if you know because you're a U.S. history guy. Did you know in 1961, 2 nuclear bombs were dropped on North Carolina? Have you ever even heard of this story?
No, I've not heard of this.
Listen to this. 2, 3 to 4 megaton nuclear bombs are accidentally dropped when a U.S. B-52 bomber crashed near Goldsboro, North Carolina. The bomber had developed a fuel leak, and the pilot wasn't able to maintain control as they approached the landing field, and the plane began breaking up. The pilot ordered the crew to eject at 9,000 feet, which is wild because you got bombs on there. You're like, get out. 3 crewmen died and 5 survived the accident. The 2 3 to 4 megaton Mark 39 thermonuclear bombs separated from the aircraft as it broke up between 1,000 and 2,000 feet. Each bomb had more than 250 times the yield of the bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
Holy cow.
The safety devices prevented the bombs from detonating. Had either detonated, each bomb's yield was large enough to create a 100% kill zone within a radius of 8 miles.
Wow.
Goldsboro, North Carolina. And I've done a show in Goldsboro.
Wow.
And that's wild to think, like, that's the thing, you start playing around with this stuff. You're like, you're doing an exercise or whatever, and then a plane has problems, and now you
just dropped an atomic bomb or a thermonuclear.
I'm just glad there's safety devices that are...
Yeah, that's important.
And this was the 60s.
That reminds me of like that old thing when you were in school where you had to have the egg that you dropped off of the 2-story building or whatever without it breaking.
Oh, you had to build the device.
Somebody built a really special non-egg
crate
for that. And well done, whoever you were, engineer.
I guess.
Yeah.
John, this week, 1848, gold is discovered in the Endar Hills on John Sutter's Mill by James Marshall, starting the California Gold Rush. 1848. Over 300,000 people known as 49ers, named for the year 1849, would go to California to seek their fortune. I think we're kind of seeing some of this now with technology, with AI and crypto.
Yeah.
People are kind of... It's like, I don't want to say it's money for nothing, but it's speculative. It's very like, we think this is going to be the dominating currency in the future with crypto, or we think that AI is going to be, like right now, somebody was telling me the other day that like they're having to move their 401k around because, and this is kind of like in the weeds talk of financial stuff, but they were talking about how normally you just follow the market, you do an index fund. It's like whatever the market is good, so we just trust it. But so much of the index funds now are getting to be AI based that he goes, I'm feeling comfortable having that much of mine.
Yeah, no, it's gonna pop.
And so like we don't know if it's a bubble or not. It's so speculative. And I think that's the closest thing we have to what a gold rush is, because it's a lot of people that go like, I don't want to work as hard for this. I want to win the bet that this is the right thing to put your money in.
Right.
So I'll just go to California and I'll just take a pickaxe and just see if I can hit whatever. It's kind of the same thing. We don't know. Like if you ask somebody to explain Bitcoin to you, a lot of people that have Bitcoin could not explain it to you. They don't understand the blockchain. I don't understand the blockchain. But that's odd that you would have that much of your finances and your family's finances wrapped up in something that you cannot even explain to me like I'm 5.
Yeah. No, it was interesting. The Civil War biography that I'm writing, 2 of his sons ended up out west in different places. I think one with a silver mine.
Okay.
Later. Now, this is like 1870s, 1880s. And then another, I think, was a gold mine. And then another was known as, because his last name was Driver, another was in Utah. Mm-hmm. And when he died, he was known as Natural Gas Driver. Like he found,
and that's what your family calls you.
Like I've never read this anywhere until I found it. Yeah, Natural Gas Driver.
On game day,
because he was the main guy that got natural gas piped.
Don't go in the living room.
natural
gas drivers.
Yeah.
Why chili again?
Oh my goodness,
John. This week, 1975. Finally, Hungarian inventor. What's his name? Hold on. Erno.
Okay.
Erno Rubik files for a Hungarian patent for the Rubik's Cube.
Oh, Rubik. Yeah.
Yeah. Which has, and this is wild, the number, because you see these numbers sometimes, and we're used to seeing billions and trillions now. Rubik's Cube has this many possible combinations. Do you want to take a guess?
No.
43 quintillion.
No way.
Possibilities.
That's
in the cube.
Huh.
The first batch was exported from Hungary in May of 1980 and quickly became one of the most recognized icons in popular culture and the world's best-selling puzzle.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That was
the Rubik's Cube. Did you have a Rubik's Cube when you were a kid?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I found that those things come apart pretty quick. And
it's easier if you take them apart.
You can solve it through cheating.
Right. Or color in the stickers.
Move the stickers around.
Yeah, there's all kinds of... No, I never solved a Rubik's Cube. I think I had a cousin who knew how to do it,
Yeah.
Once you have like your own method.
Stephen Bargatze, Nate's dad, opens for him sometimes. And I was with him one time in New Jersey. And I may have told this on the pod before, but he did this trick. He's a very interesting guy because Stephen's kind of snarky and mean. But he'll cry. And he'll make people laugh and cry. But he did a trick, and he was talking about what this moment has meant to the Bargatze family. Mm-hmm. And he goes, you guys did all this. And he gets weepy about it. But he's doing this trick where he takes a Rubik's Cube, and he messes it all up, and then he puts it in this bag, and then puts it under like a glass dome or something. Basically, it's out of harm's way. And then he does the whole thing, and then he basically pulls it out, and it's supposed to be solved or whatever. And I think there's another cube somewhere else that he's doing something else with. And he's messing with the one in his hand, but he's got this one over here that's scrambled, and he's messing with it. And you think they're going to be matched. He's going to solve this one, and then this one will be solved too. And it wasn't that. He pulls up, I'm going to mess the whole bit up, but basically he pulls up the thing, and it's messed up in the exact same way. So it's as good as being solved, but it's like basically, he goes, I didn't get it. And then he pulls the one out, and it's exactly. And so he's making the point of like, we're all broken, but we're all the same.
Wow.
And it's kind of this beautiful point to be made. It's like, you don't have to be solved.
Yeah.
You don't have to be perfect.
I'd like to be.
And that's what comedy really is. You're kind of exposing those cracks and the little foibles and stuff. And that's what makes it good. And so his whole point of the whole trick, but it's kind of like this, the crowd gasps. It's kind of like you're breaking the light stick. Yeah. And sermon illustration, but it's that's what a good magic trick is. It's just a good sermon illustration on steroids. You just kind of like add like a little moral to it, and you go, isn't that just like our lives? Aren't we a Rubik's Cube?
Why don't you stretch your hands towards the cube?
Some of us cheat, Jonnie. and I scramble out of the service. But anyway, Stephen Bargatze. Look up Stephen Bargatze if you get a chance. He's an amazing guy and really good dude, and in his own right, great comic and great magician.
Yeah.
He does Nate can't do magic. Nate's selling all these tickets, but can Nate do magic? No. You know who can? His dad.
That's right.
I'm going out with Nate this weekend.
Yeah, I know. And I'm really sad because I'll be not able to be there.
I get to do, this is a bucket list one, Thompson Bowling Arena.
Yeah, Knoxville.
Knoxville, Tennessee, where we grew up going to see all the games. And
I was just there.
I get to do a little comedy there in front of, 19,000 people.
Unbelievable.
How you like that?
No, TBA.
I don't think any of them are there for me. I mean, maybe a handful that know me that are like, but I'm saying like, I'm going to do the best I can though.
You're going to do great.
I'm going to give my all for Tennessee.
That's right.
On Sunday.
Ooh, you got to get in the...
And that's assuming that, it could hit the sign, that's assuming that the Snow-mageddon doesn't take out the show. We're going to hope for the best there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wish I could be there. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, volleyball, you've made your... Sometimes sports can become an idol to people is what I've always heard.
Yeah. If it is an idol, it doesn't do anything for me. Like, it only takes, you know what I'm saying?
You think?
Yeah.
It's doing something.
I don't know.
Because you get excited. You go, great volleyball tournament. You get excited.
I get excited to watch my kid play.
Yeah.
But the whole process is not.
Right.
Hey, but by the way, Jonnie, we had quite a few people reach out.
Oh.
And I wanted to read one of our emails.
Oh, okay, sure.
From Elizabeth Hernandez. Hey, John and Jonnie, I love the podcast.
Yeah.
And this is great. Have listened to every episode. Guys,
come on.
That's 390 episodes. Y'all are my most listened to pod of 2025. Since when I'm caught up in my weekly pods, I re-listened to the old episodes to talk about that. Like, Elizabeth gets it.
Yeah, that's what you want to do.
Yeah. In the background as I go about my day, today I started at the beginning of 2025 in the saga of the parking lot beanie. I don't know what episode that was, but this was last year.
Oh, when you found a beanie and decided, rather than go buy a new beanie, that you would start wearing a weird old lice-ridden beanie.
We washed it, and we need an update on the pod. Did John lose it, or did the legendary beanie make it to another winter? And Jonnie, the answer is, I still have it. It's in my bag.
What?
Yeah, it's in my bag right over there. Thanks for the deep conversations and lighthearted banter. The Y'all Bring Weekly. Can't wait for another year in the Train to Banter Town. Thank you, Elizabeth, and to everyone else who's emailed us. We appreciate it.
We also heard from Colette Groves, who's a longtime listener, who reminded she was correcting us. She was begrudgingly. She's like, not to be that person, but because we were kind of saying, I didn't know if Winnie the Pooh was Disney.
I think what you said was Winnie the Pooh is not Disney.
I just said
I see you backing it up now, but I think
you should know.
Definitive.
You're a dad. Like you should have. But you should have immediately.
You said the thing, and then you're on me for not correcting it. And I live in a life of self-reflection.
Quite clearly, Winnie the Pooh is Disney.
Yeah,
we all know that.
Was it originally Disney, or was it bought by Disney later?
I don't know.
There's no way to know.
It doesn't matter. No. The point is, it's Disney, and we should have known, and we have failed, and that's why we are ending the show.
Yeah, it's over.
It's time to sunset.
390 was a good number.
Yeah, you want a nice round number. 391.
Exactly. Everyone aims for 390. Yeah. You should check out our past episodes, all 390 out of them. Where could they go, Johnny?
Talkaboutthatpodcast.com.
That's great.
/ No. You can click on the upper right-hand link if you want to support the show, get ad-free content, send us a message like Colette and who else? Elizabeth did, to hello at talkaboutthatpodcast.com.
That's right. We'd love to hear from you.
A little email and type that bad boy in. We'd love to hear from you, and we love to hear. Thanks for listening. Y'all are the best.
Yeah.
Find out more tour dates. My Live and Laughing tour is coming to a city near you. I promise you. So posting new dates. Some more tickets go on sale for the second and third leg of the tour on the 23rd of January. So look for those dates. We're going to Florida. We're going to Michigan. We got a bunch of great dates coming up.
Yeah.
So please check it out, JonnieW.com.
Yeah, JONNIE, by the way.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for all the time you gave us this week. It was a lot of fun. Let's do it again next week here on
Talk About That.